You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and
All right,
subscribe
you guys.
on your way in.
All right, you guys. Salute everybody tapping on in, man. I have an emergency update for you guys on the situation going on with Tory Lanez. I have an emergency update with Tory Lanez, the situation going on with him, the rapper, who was basically locked up. Um, we all know about the situation involving rapper Megan the Stallion. Um, and apparently he is in fear of his life again inside of the California uh, prison, state prison. He is in fear of his life again, according to reports. And this one is bad. Now, according to the report, you guys, and salute to everybody who support the channel. I appreciate all y'all in the chat, man. If y'all want to, make sure y'all subscribe, share, like, sub up. Let's get this over 1,000 likes if possible, man. Y'all can hit me on the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all those links in the description box below this video. But Tory Lanez life is on the line right now, according to reports that's coming out, breaking news. Tory Lanez has filed an emergency motion over prison guard retaliation, and he is now saying his life is in danger again. According to the reports, it says that Tory Lanez is fighting for his life inside the California prison system, and the stakes could not be higher. It says that yeah. So since the federal court paperwork is revealing that the guards, you guys, hold on, I don't know why this y'all acting crazy like this. This y'all starting to tick me off. It's revealing that the guards at the California men's colony are allegedly retaliating against Tory Lanez. Right now, apparently they're retaliating against this man. According to him and his lawyers, they're trying to push him onto a super dangerous yard so that he can, basically, get sent up top. You understand what I ain't talking about? You know, no ushers. So it says that oh, why did John keep acting like this? Hold on, y'all. So it says that they allegedly retaliating against um okay, I know what I did. My bad, you guys. I know what I did. Hopefully this is right here. I apologize to y'all about that. Yeah, man. He's saying that they're pushing him. That the guards are purposely effing with him to try to get him into a more dangerous yard so that he can get murked, man. And he has filed emergency paperwork off this. Uh, you know what I'm saying? This is a situation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this entire article to you guys right now, man. It's bad, bro. I hope the best for the brother, man. I hope the brother can, what I'm saying? Um, I hope the brother can, you know, get in a better situation, man. But it's bad, you guys. It says that they're retaliate against him with escalating threats of intimidation tactics designed to push him into a more dangerous prison yard. They're saying his legal team filed an emergency motion claiming that the situation has become life-threatening, with correction officers making direct references to his near-fatal stabbing in a way that reads like a threat. Now, they're saying that his attorney described the conduct as ongoing, immediate, and escalating. Not some distant concern, but an active danger unfolding right now for this man. Now, it says prison officials allegedly told him in the harassment, or told him that the harassment was meant to force him into a yard where he would face even greater violence. And they're saying that Tory Lanez is receiving capricious violation write-ups for non-infraction activities which do not have a legitimate reason for correction, as these alleged violations only begin after the filing of the underlying complaint. Such actions have a chilling effect on all people who are incarcerated, and it demonstrates to plaintiff and other individuals what will occur if they exercise their First Amendment right to redress the government for grievances. Tory Lanez's lawyer, Crystal Morgan, has stated. That's not a bureaucratic negligence. That's deliberate endangerment, she said. Now, his lawyers fear for his life, and they're asking a federal judge to intervene before something catastrophic happens. Now, this retaliation started the moment that Tory filed a $100 million lawsuit against the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation over the May 2025 stabbing that left him with collapsed lungs and facial scarring. Right? He was stabbed 16 times by another inmate, and now after being transferred to St. Luis, right, Obispo, he's facing what his legal team describes as systemic punishment for daring to challenge the system that failed to protect him. Now, his attorneys argue that this pattern only began after the lawsuit was filed and could intimidate other incarcerated people from using the courts. Now, the emergency motion seeks to block the identified officer from direct contact with Tory, except for the routine prison functions and demands that they never be alone together. His legal team is asking the court to preserve all video, incident reports, emails, and grievances tied to the alleged retaliation while blocking further contact with the officer orchestrating this campaign. Now, Tory is serving a 10-year sentence for the 2020 Megan Thee Stallion shooting, with roughly 6 years and 4 months remaining on it as of May of 2026. The California Supreme Court rejected his petition for review in February, leaving his conviction intact, but none of that changes what's happening to him right now inside the walls. The motion doesn't ask the judge to decide the larger lawsuit, though through this emergency filing. His lawyers are requesting that the court issue a temporary restraining order to halt conduct immediately while the larger case proceeds. The federal judge has now to decide whether to act before the situation escalates further. This man is in fear of his life. This man is in fear of his life. It's clear he's in fear of his life, bro. I'm not behind the wall, so I don't know the politics of what's going on in his prison. But, man, listen, when there's smoke, there's fire. And I believe that there's a lot of smoke around this situation, man, what's going on with this brother, man. And, again, it seems, like a very, very, very contentious situation that Tory's in, man. I'm praying for the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel different ways about his case. A lot of people feel that, to me, it's split. Some people feel like he's innocent. Some people feel like he's guilty, but it's not like a whole bunch of people think that he, it's 50-50 from what I'm hearing. From like the people I'm seeing, they think this man didn't do it. They think he was set up, and they think that a certain power to be set him up. You know what I'm saying? I won't say the name, but y'all know what's up. Some people, like I said, they do think he did it. You know what I'm saying? Some people think he did it, and some people think he's getting the prison time which he deserves. You know what I mean? So that's where a lot of people are at on this situation, man. Tory's situation is very scary because, again, he's fighting. This man fighting for, he was fighting for his freedom. He got poked up and almost lost his life in prison behind this shit. Now, the situation in prison, let me say this. I've heard conflicting stories. I've heard that situation was based off something else that allegedly happened that didn't have nothing to do with, it had something to do with what he did, allegedly. Now, who knows if that's true or false? I have no idea whether that's true or that's false. That's the story. You know what I mean? Y'all smash the like button as y'all come in here. I have no idea whether that story is true or false. But there's rumors going around that was off something else. But that's a situation where that's up in the air. Why that happened? Was that sent? Or was it just a situation where that was just something happening in the prison and then that's just what popped off? You know what I mean? Obviously, Tory feel like and his team feel like that somebody is you know what I'm saying, that something serious is going on with this guy, and it's he feel like they really trying to get him bodied in there, man. And now that he sued the California State Prison, you know what I mean? He thinks that they're really retaliating against him now. Like I said, people who've been locked up in that system, they the ones who really know the prison politics like that. I couldn't tell you, you know what I'm saying, because I haven't been in that system. So I couldn't tell you the politics. I'm not going to sit out here and lie to y'all and speculate about the prison politics. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of dirty politics that go on. You know what I mean? But his team found this emergency motion, man. They seem like, man, they in fear for real. This is paperwork. This is in the paperwork that's come out now. So as far as Tory doing or the allegations that he did the crime or whatever like that, you know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I don't think he did it. You know, but I don't think he was willing to. uh I don't think he was willing to um snitch, and so he got to do his time. You know what I'm saying? Um, from what I heard, there was no gunpowder residue found on him. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's a red sign. That's a red flag too. You know what I mean? That's not a situation where you're gonna have gloves on or something like that. And then, nah, that was a situation what it seemed like. So, and then it seemed like he was a suspect the entire time. You know. So again, man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said it was on him. Gunpowder. I didn't see that. I didn't see that they had gunpowder residue on him. Hold on, let me look that up. I want to check that. Hold on. I do want to check that right now. Hold on. I want to get that right. Check that. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna check that. When he said that, I definitely want to check that. Hold on. We're gonna check that right now. Check that right now. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, so it was. My bad, you guys. So my bad. It was found on him. It was found on him. So he did test positive. He did test positive. My bad. My bad, you guys. I was always under the impression that he did not. He tested negative. He tested positive. So he did have the residue on his hands, right? But here's the thing, y'all. The other girl did too. Let me say this to y'all. So it says that both occupants tested positive. Testing showed that both Tory Lanez, right, whose real legal name is Daystar Peterson, and Megan's former best friend Kelsey Harris had gunshot residue on their hands. It says because gunshot residue consists of tiny particles that travel quickly and can easily settle on nearby surfaces or individuals inside a confined space. The defense argued that the presence of GSR only proved that Lanez was in the immediate vicinity of gunfire, not that he pulled the trigger. Right? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. And that says despite the shared residue and inconclusive DNA evidence on the gun itself, the jury still convicted Tory Lanez. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, yeah, I always thought it wasn't, but it was on him. I had to get that correct. So it was on both. It was on him and on the shorty. Wow. So that's and think about this. Only one person locked up. Only one person locked up. You know, that's a confusing one, man. I don't think we'll ever really know the truth, man. To be honest with you guys, I don't think we'll ever know the truth about what happened with that situation. The full truth. I lost trust in Meg when she lied about sleeping with the nigga, man. Like when you lie about that, like to me, once you lie about that, you know what I'm saying? It's up. You feel me? That's what made me lose confidence and believe in Megan Thee Stallion that because she lied about sleeping with the dude. Like, you know, that was a red flag right there. That was the biggest red flag. When she lied about sleeping with dude, I was like, yeah, okay, I see what it is. I see what this is. You dig? Y'all let me know what y'all feel, man. Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.